Guys, hello, welcome to the vlog. It's a beautiful day today, and I want to get some projects done. I've been wanting to get done for like ages, ever. So let's get them started. Right, so my first project is in here. So it's got something to do with that wheel and that quad bike right there. So let's go ahead and get both of them out. Alrighty guys, so this is the quad bike here. It's got a 90cc motor, 4 gears, only a cheap Chinese thing, nothing important. It did not come with this motor. I've put this motor in it. It originally came with a 110cc motor, but it didn't have any gears. And yeah, which is why it's got this gear stick on it. Which is also why my finger, my hand, this finger is so retarded. The nail on it is a bit dumb compared to the other hand. Because I accidentally went to go change gears and I put my hand in that chain while I was driving. Didn't end too well for me, but luckily I still got mole on my finger. It's all there. Apart from now, it's slowly growing back, but it'll be fine one day. Now I want to put an electric motor in this thing so I can legally drive it on the road. But if I want to drive it, I need 4 tires, and one of the tires is down here. So I want to see if I can take out that hub and mount it on like a wheel, like down there, or there, or there, something like that, you know. Get another wheel for it. So yeah, we'll start off by taking out the motor and all the stuff we don't need. That lawnmower has been in the way all day. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out right now. We need more speed! Right, now I've got the hunger of awesomeness out of the way. Let's go ahead and get the air compressor all set up. Right, tire number 1. I like to put about 25 psi into it, so there, 25 psi. That's really loose. I like this bobby or safety pin holding on the tire. That's called cheap. Yep. There we go. That'll be good enough. That's about 20 psi. 25-ish. And the last tire. I'm kind of worried about this one. That tire has definitely seen better days. Come on. There we go. That's cool. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Right, so you can now see it's actually leaking out the bottom here. Right, that's alright. We've got it inflated. Awesome! So now, all the tires will inflate. I don't know how long it's going to stay up. I don't think they're all as, so, you know, I don't really care. Now I've got to try and find a wheel roughly about the same diameter of that and then make it work. Alrighty, so I kind of found the tire that fits it. Well, it fits the shaft anyway, and that's the biggest thing. Now I've got no brakes at the moment because there's no fluid in it. Mainly because the sight glass has got a hole in it. So I'm going to take this off and put some diesel oil in it. Just for now, you know, so that works. So let's go ahead and fill that. Wow, so diesel oil works a lot better than I thought it would. Now I've got nice hydraulical pressure. Those tires aren't going nowhere. Release, roll, forward, lock. Now, I'll give you a hint about bleeding your brakes. If you want to bleed them, fill up the reservoir instead of going to the back and undoing the thing and pushing down and then tightening up the thing and releasing again and doing it all that. That works. But another thing you can do is just go ahead and feather your brake. Just do it really slowly, right? Can you see that movement? You want to give it a little tiny bit, and I'll slowly get. Took me about 5 minutes just doing this, but I got all the air brakes, all the air out of the line, and then I've got good pressure before I should be able to pull it all the way in, and I can barely pull it back to safety lock thing, which is really cool. So yeah. Right. Now we need to test the brakes and the new tyre. That's good. Alright, still a 1 wheel stand still. Right, let's go ahead and get that electric motor out. Alrighty, so I'm going to take the motor from the front of it right there, right? Now, I'm going to call this the end of the go-kart. Pretty much, how do I explain it? It was really good learning about all this stuff and how to make it work and designing it all, you know, but at the end of the day, it's rubbish. Like, it's a couple of bike frames all put together. Like, you know, there's a bend in the frame now. You know, that tyre doesn't work anymore. All that's loose and rusted and starting to, you know, dissolve, you know. I think the only really good thing in the front of it is the steering column. That's good. The wheels and tyres, they're alright. The rims aren't very good though. And that electric motor and the chain and the sprocket and stuff, they're only really good thing on this. So, you know, I might have to cut my losses with this one. So, here's the motor. It still works really well. I can still generate lots of power out of it. To let you guys know, when I'm pedaling this as fast as I can get 75 volts out of it. Pedaling as fast as I can, turning it. I get 75 volts out of it. But this is now going to become the electric motor for that thing, for the go-kart right there. Actually no, it's not my go-kart, it's my ATV. My miniature ATV. So I've now got the motor out, and I've now got a battery there, and a battery there. This is probably running off 36 volts, so I'm going to have another battery. I can easily fit the motor in there, have 2 batteries stacked up there, or even have a battery up there or something. And then on the trailer, because of course it's going to be pulling that trailer over there, it's going to have a solar panel on it, and maybe its own battery as well. So let's go ahead and start it up and see how hard it is for me to stop. Right, let's go ahead and start this up. Stop it from falling over. There we go. Put the lead on. So that's on 24 volts. Right? And you can barely hear it running. Let's get a bit closer. It's not spinning that fast, but it doesn't really spin that fast. So let's go ahead and see how hard it is for me to stop it. Alright, so that's all my strength and I can't stop that. So that's on the little side. Let's try it on the bigger side of things. Right. So I'm going to stop this flywheel. Can just stop it. Right? So, if that is really hard to stop, that's really good. Now we're going to have some gear ratio. So it came, when I found on the side of the road, it had, I'm just going to quickly stop this here. Let me show you what it came, what I got from it, because this is a motor out of a treadmill. It had this little belt, which looks really good. So that belt fits on there nicely, right? Has some nice little grooves, that fits in there. And then we have this bigger pulley, which is a lot bigger, right, by size. So that goes on there, like that, right? And that will step it up, so every turn of this big black pulley is about 3 or 4 turns of that motor. So that's giving me a bit more gear ratio. And then from here, it's going to go onto this sprocket over, I've put it here. Wait, that's the wrong one. Here, this one down here. So onto this little sprocket, right, which then has the chain, which then goes to this rim back here. I don't know the ratio, but I'm going to say it's about a, I don't know, 4:1, so that's about an 8:1 gear ratio for the whole thing. So 8 turns of that motor is 1 turn of that wheel, which should hopefully be good enough considering that motor, well that motor is incredibly strong. Now I'm going to go ahead and make this all happen. Alrighty, so I'm now gonna pack up all this mess and start on a new project because it's still a bit of daylight and I feel like doing something else at the moment. I spent about 3 hours on this now, so I want to start something new. And yeah, let's get started. Cleaning up. Alrighty, so now what I want to try and make is a trebuchet. Right, if you don't know what a trebuchet is, pretty much what it is it's a big arm, it flings around, and it's got something like this attached to it. As it flings around, there's a certain point that lets go of it. So there's like a little hook, you get to a point, and it lets go of a piece of metal or rock or something, and then it will fling it. Right, but it will go really fast, so that's what I want to try and make right now. Let's get started. Alrighty guys, here is my trebuchet. It isn't finished yet, but it's down close to being. Pretty much what it is, we've got this massive lead weight here, right, which helps pull, or which pulls everything down. We've got this big counter lever arm on a big lever, right, goes all the way up there. I can't reach it, so as high as I can, we'll pull this down. Now, I have not yet fired this in a sense of like letting this go and seeing how fast it swings. But alright, here we go, letting it go. Wow, so that swings pretty fast. I'll get you guys a better shot of that. Fire. Yeah. Right, now let's attach the thing on the end to make it go fly stuff. Alright, so I'm ready for my first test fire. I'm going to be firing this little tiny hook, this tiny little ring thing. It weighs nothing, it's got no weight to it, can't damage anything. I'll connect it to the string, which is about half a meter long. I've put a little nail on the tip of that pole, so this will then hook onto it. At a certain point, we'll fling it off. 3, 2, 1, fire. So, let's go get the ammo. Let's see where it went. So here it is, right? And this is where it flung it to. I'll give you guys a better camera angle to where it, of how it flies. Landed is right here. Right, not bad. I'll give you guys a better camera angle of what it looks like. 3, 2, 1, fire. Very consistent. Right, so that little hook, I don't know, weighs, like 25 grams, say. What happens if we use a full bottle of water? I don't know, but let's try and see what happens. Alrighty, so let's get ready for our next shot. We'll go ahead and pull this down. Now I have to give it a hand because it doesn't really have enough power in it to so I'm setting set up here. It doesn't really have enough power to, with that just one little weight, it doesn't have enough power to fling it very far at all. So I'm gonna give it a hand here. So my foot on here so I can know it's gonna fire. 3, 2, 1. Not bad. Wow guys, this thing is so dangerous, right? At the moment I've got this elastic on the front to help give it a bit more power without adding any weight to it, because it's already got a crack in there from adding that weight down there. We'll go ahead and shoot this bottle. I emptied out some of the water in it so it's not full, but suppose, I don't know, a lot. Yeah, let me shoot it for you. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I actually went in the hoop. I don't know how much you saw of that, but that one up there, got to about there in height, and all the way back down and hit that ring. Alrighty, that was a big fail with the camera. Let me go ahead and try and set up something that actually isn't physically attached to it. 3, 2, 1. Wow. I really hope you guys got that. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.